Hi. It's only 4:44, but 4:44. But oh my god, it looks like I Stop. Stop. There's not even a dog. It's just a person. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna do a reading vlog, but I haven't really been reading. Well, I've read a lot today. A lot, bro. I read like 20 pages, but I'm going to continue reading. I did like a little mini vlog on my TikTok, if you watched that. That clip ended quite jarringly, but basically the next clip is of me showing you the books that I'm currently reading / want to read. Also, I know I just said it's a reading vlog turned normal vlog, but I kind of turned it back into a reading vlog. Like, I forgot that I turned it into just a normal vlog, but because then I split them up. Whatever. Anyway, it's mostly a reading vlog. That's the third book that I'm currently reading the second one. And then I put the third one there too, just in case I wanted to read that straight after. Then I've got this fantasy book, His Face is the Sun, which my dad bought me from England. And then I've got The Pilgrimage and then The Midnight Folk, which I've started both of those two. So yeah, my glasses. But yeah, that's what is on the agenda. I'm just gonna turn you back around. So I'm gonna read and I'm gonna update you as I go. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. I'm home alone because my parents and sister are at basketball and my grandmother just went to the club, like the RSL, to have dinner. It is 6 o'clock and I have not read one bit. I'm gonna redo my hair so that I look a little more presentable on camera. Okay, I'm feeling a little restless. I did not have a good morning. Let's just put it like that. There were some complications with my wake up. But yeah, I'm in a funk. So I've read already 137 pages today. And I'm trying to finish it tonight. It's my app that I track my books on. It's called Bookmori, I think. I can start the timer and then stop it, and then I can say what page I got up to, and then it will say oh, we read this many pages in this many minutes. Estimated time to finish book is this many minutes, and right now it says 40 minutes. I feel like that's doable. Maybe even we could shave a couple minutes off it. But I'll read for maybe I'll read for maybe an hour. And then I'll update you. But I hopefully will be done by then. I'll just read. And then I'll update you. And then I'll read. And then I'll update you. But yeah, stay tuned. Okay, it is 10:40. I am on page 290 now. So I've read 23 pages. It's been 10 minutes. I'm on chapter 30. I'm pretty sure there's only 34 chapters. Spoiler alert. Excuse me. Okay. Josephine. Okay, I've got to give you a little description. This is Josephine, and next to hers, that is Gabrielle, and then that is Louis. And she basically can see him. Louis is a ghost. Marie Antoinette's son. Basically she meets him and they go on adventures, and then Gabrielle is one of the boys she meets. And Gabrielle works at his grandfather's bakery, and he's been helping out because his grandfather just hired an assistant called, I think, Olivier, I don't know, I don't know, Olivier, we'll call him Olivier. We'll call him Olivier. And she just got a text saying they found some stuff in a cave. And she said, "It's Gabriel. He says to meet him at the cave in half an hour. He has some new information. He said to hurry." Automatically, as soon as I read that, I said, "That's not him. That's Olivier." Since the beginning, I knew he was bad. He's evil. I'm saying this now so that when I read this in like 2 pages, I'm gonna be right. I think that Olivier, I don't know if he just took Gabriel's phone or if he did something to Gabriel and then took his phone. But took his phone and then sent that message to lure Josephine out. Her name is Josephine Eloise Thomas, so it's Jet. To lure her there because they're wanted from the stuff they did in the first book. Like she keeps seeing a white van, she keeps seeing a man like in black cloak or something like that, and every time she's like, "Oh, I blink and he's gone, like I must be just paranoid, it's just paranoia." I'm like, "No girl, it's not paranoia." So that's it, I'm gonna tell you. So they went to the caves that Gabriel told them to meet them at, and then Harriet's like, "Oh, I think I heard him in the cave." They couldn't find him anywhere outside of the cave, but they could see his bike. She's like, "Oh, I think I heard him in the cave. He must have just gone in already." So they all go in. Oh, Harriet is Josephine's friend, best friend. I don't know if I mentioned that, but... And then they keep walking, and they're like, "Oh, there's nobody there. He must be still further in." And then they hear like rattling, and then boom, avalanche of rocks is falling through the cave entrance, piling up and spreading a choking dust. In seconds, the opening is completely blocked from ground to ceiling. They're trapped. I knew it. I told you. So, I'm gonna continue now. It's been like 1 minute. But, yeah. Okay, I'm on chapter 31, but it's, again, been like 2 more minutes. No, like 1 minute. But basically, blah, blah, blah. She's like, "What were you doing up there?" And Gabrielle was like, "I was looking for you. Your message said that you'd found something. There were quite specific directions. And I have to say, I was a bit annoyed that you had obviously been coming here this week without me." So he got a text from her, and then she got a text from him. So I was right about everything. I've always been right. But they haven't found him, like the evil people yet. Jet doesn't know anything about her mum. She just found out that her biological mother isn't, like, her father is the biological one. She got the birth certificate, but there's only an adoptive mother. There's no biological mother on the birth certificate. But I think that it's this one woman, I forget her name, Emmanuelle, I think. I've got chills. They're multiplying. You can't see them, but believe me, I've got chills. And my eyes are tearing up, and I was correct. And I'm done. Like, I'm almost done. I just have her little diary entry at the end, and that's 6 pages. So, I'll update you when I'm fully actually done for my final review. It is 11:10. I have finished the book. It is incredible. It was really good. I was right about everything. I have been saying since the beginning that the people that bought the chateau next door, that all of the criminals were in the first book, I've been saying that they're fishy because apparently it's like the chateaus always stay on the market for like months, if not years, but they sold it in like 1 week to these people, and their last name is like Martin or something, and Jet saw like a fishy lady, her face was fully wrapped in bandages at the hospital, at the airport, that was like, gave her the chills with that last name. Molly, stop. Okay, so I've got to be quiet. It is 10:05. I am this far into the book. I started it on the way to uni and then continued on the way home from uni. I'm on chapter 9, page 84. I haven't read since I've been home, but I'm gonna lock in. I started reading Breakout. So, I'm not gonna be able to tell you everybody, but I know Tiffany D. Jackson, Dionelle Clayton, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Okay, so it's Donielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, I would assume, but it's, I don't know, and then Nicola Yoon. They have written, this is the third book that they all wrote together. The first one was Blackout, which was really good. Like, I think I rated it like 4.5 or 5 stars. Like, it was incredible. Everybody should read it. It is set in New York, I think, like Brooklyn, during a blackout, and it's like all interconnected. So each person, was in charge of a different chapter, like character, I guess. But it was just incredible. And then I read Whiteout, and I still haven't finished it because I don't know. It's not as good, I guess. It's really good still. But I don't know, I just couldn't get as into it as I did with Blackout, and it was kind of putting me into a slump. So I put it aside for now. But then Breakout came out, and I was at uni today. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it now. So then I did. Okay, I'm on chapter 12, page 111. It is 10:28. She just mentioned Alice Miranda, which, if you don't know, Alice Miranda is another book series by Jacqueline Harvey, the same author. I'm in the back room at work, and I'm gonna read for like the 4 minutes before my break ends because I was busy spending my whole break on TikTok. You're really close to my face, but that's because I can't show you where I work. Anyway. That's my update. Okay, on the run, Hannah Arthur. I adore her. So I woke up at 4 a.m. or something like that to get these straight when they drop. Oh, it's so... Look at it. It looks more purpley on camera, but Global Running Club, founded in Australia on the Run Club. Look at it. You can't really see the bottom. It's really good. It's beautiful. And it's comfortable, like, even when I put the hood on. OTR. Can you see that? There you can. Isn't she so cute? She's really comfy. But I'm kind of upset about the fact that it's gonna get smaller. because it's cotton. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I just wanted to show you guys. I was so excited. I still am. Okay, so I have not updated the reading vlog in forever because I started doing like a normal vlog, which was unintentional, but I have forgotten to update the reading vlog, and I read a whole book. I finished it yesterday. It is, you might be thinking, oh, Girl and the Ghost #3. No, it's Revolve by Bal Kabra. I read the first one in one sitting. I was in like such a raging slump, and then I went and bought. I was like, okay, what's a genre I don't normally read? Because that a lot of the time will get me out of my slump is if I switch gears. I'm like, I'm sick of fantasy. I'm sick of like crime, like sci-fi, like young adult. Let's go to romance. I never get romance. So I said, okay. I literally just, it was sprayed edges. So I was like, okay, sold. Collide by Bal Kabra. I go home. Let's say this is Tuesday, okay? I think I had work, bought it at the end of my shift, went home, pulled an all-nighter. No, not really, because like I went home. When I picked up that book, I did not stop until like 5 a.m. because I just finished the whole thing in one sitting. Like I was eating and reading it. I was going to the bathroom and like reading it. Like you know when you get like that. So I was like, okay, 5 a.m. I'm like, let me get a couple hours of sleep, and then I'm gonna go into work. I had work. Let's say I had work. So we said it's a Tuesday. I had work Thursday. I said I can't wait until Thursday. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get the second book, Spiral, which had just come out. It had just come out the Tuesday, so we had unboxed them, and then that's when we like saw the first one, Collide. So I was like, perfect timing. I'm gonna buy the second one straight away. Bought the second one, went home, finished that one in one sitting again, and that was it. Like I was out of my slump. So I was like, wow, this is great. Then fast forward, the third one comes out. I think last year it came out. I bought it straight away, but then it just sat on my shelf because I was out of my like romance era. And then now I was reading The Girl and the Ghost, but I'm like trickling, like slowly getting like into a slump, because I think it's because I like when I'm like really highly stressed in a book, like I just don't want to read it, and that's what's happening. And I know that Sophie, the house, I think she's like the maid or something. I know she's evil. I know she's bad. I know it for a fact. So I just know she's gonna try and steal it, and like it's gonna be happily ever after, but I just can't get there. So I was like, okay, let me just put it down and pick up. I don't know what, oh, because Embrace came out, which was the fourth and final one. It came out like last week, I think. The 4th, I think. The 5th? Who cares? It came out last week, and I bought it straight away. I was literally rushing from uni. I was like, okay, I want to come and buy it, but we close at 6, and it was like 5:55, and I was like running because I needed to buy it. Mind you, I was working. It was a Tuesday. Oh, wow. It was Tuesday, and I was working Thursday, but I was like, no, I can't wait. Even though I hadn't even finished Revolve, I was like, no, I need to buy it now, the day it was released. So I bought it, and then I was like, okay, since Girl and the Ghost is, I was like, okay, I'll read Girl and the Ghost, then I'll read Revolve, and then I'll read Embrace. But then since Girl and the Ghost was like slumping me, I was like, okay, let me just skip to Revolve. This is honestly my favorite one. I love them. I love them. Also, we got a lot more of Kian in this book, which his book is Embrace. We got a lot more of him in this book because he and Dylan are like best friends. I love Dylan. He's like my favorite of them so far. She's my favorite of them so far, but I did start, okay, I finished it yesterday. I did start Embrace also yesterday. I'm gonna be honest, it's really close. Also, I'm gonna show you what I'm up to. So obviously, because I've been in uni, I have been reading it on, I like got it like as a PDF. I've been reading it on that. So I'm up to page 56 in that. But this book and Revolve go at like the same, it's the same timeline. Like right now, like we just, like they just met in this book. Like it's not like it's after this. Does that make sense? And I thought that would be the case because I was like, they had been hanging out a lot in Revolve, and I guess maybe that's like maybe I should have read Revolve before I even knew what Embrace was going to be, because I knew that it was going to be Kian and Scarlett. So when I was reading Revolve, I was seeing all of this stuff about Kian and Scarlett hanging out and whatever. So then I was like, okay, must be like at the same time. But anyway, I'm up to page, what did I say, 56. And I've started with this book I've written down because, well, okay, this is gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to tell you some stuff. Basically, I hate being late. I'm at uni late because my train is delayed by 20 minutes. My bus, I have to wait 20 minutes. Like, it was all delayed and it was just awful. It took way longer than it needed to get to uni. It was just really bad. Like, I was supposed to get there at 11:50 and I got there at 12:40 and my class was at 12:30. Anyway, I was texting them and I was like, my parents, and I was like, I'm so frustrated. I like said all of that and then blah blah blah. And then I literally texted, my dad was like, sent me like this thing about like burnt toast. And I said, I know burnt toast, but it doesn't change the fact that I feel all out of whack now. You know how much I hate being late. And he said, yes, I know. And I said, I'm trying to chill and move forward. And he said, good. And then I kept reading my book. I said that at 12:56, 12:54, whatever. At 1:09, I texted and I said, wow, I'm reading my book. And this is just what Scarlett literally, this quote, it's in the first chapter. She said, I'm already 10 minutes late for my study group. I hate being late. There's so much that could go wrong when one thing is thrown off. And I really, really don't like surprises. Scarlett, I've never heard or related to something more. Especially right then. I sent it to my family. I sent it to my parents. And then I was like, okay, I may as well like keep that quote, and I'm going to keep all the quotes that I really like. Like one of them was like, I don't get jealous. Jealous is green, angry, and resentful, but none of those thoughts come forward. It's deeper than that. Something far removed from the girl. Like yet again, it's not me, and it never has been. Like, oh, Kian. Anyway, but yeah, it's really good so far. I'm gonna like finish that chapter. I think I'm gonna be on chapter 4, and then I'll put it to my book so that I can read it and like take it with me because I'm getting my nails done today, but that will be in the other vlog. And that leaves us here. I finished Embrace on the Plane. It's probably my favorite. It's my favorite book, but I think Revolve is my favorite like dynamic and like couple. I don't know. It's difficult. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.